They are actually the last known relative to the giraffe. Now, there is another animal over there that's very rare to be out. He's kind of laying down next to the bamboo there. He looks like a rock at the moment on the right. That is the yellow-backed duiker there. Now, the yellow-backed duiker is very rare and not very common to see very much because they are recluse and very shy, so they like to stay in the bushes a lot more often than the other animals. Now, we are going to see the bongos making their way around. There's one right there walking, but there's also going to be one up, a couple of them up ahead here as well, down below. On the left. Now bongos, they're on that more shy and more timid side as well, so they normally like to stay more hidden and more camouflaged behind the trees and bushes. So it's quite nice they came out to say hello to us here today, because they are a lot of times really hard to find whenever you're coming through here, because they are known to be the ghost of the forest there. We are going to see a saddle-billed stork here on the left-hand side. That black and white bird there. But also on the right-hand side, you're going to see their nest up on the hill there. They've been building that. They're still building it. It's kind of in the works at the moment. And we're also going to see the greater kudu up ahead here as well. We're waiting for one of our animal keepers to come in there. There we go. Now, greater kudus, they are female greater kudus because they do not have horns. The males will have horns and the females do not. Now, I'm going to take this really slow. On the left-hand side, you are going to see the black rhino over there. Now, the black rhino, they can get up to 3,000 pounds there. They also have a triangular-shaped upper lip that helps them grab the leaves off the bushes and the grass off the ground a little bit easier there. Now we're going to be making our way out of the Little Aturi Forest here and over to the Safi River. Now in the Safi River, you're going to want to look in the water and around the water for these animals, because you never know when a little head might pop out of that water to say hello to us. Now the animals over here in the Safi River, they love to stay submerged in the water, but they also love to bask in the sun if there is any, as well as if it's a nicer day. Now, there's a couple birds in here that love to use the sun to dry off their feathers as well. Now, we are going to see on the right-hand side some pink-backed pelicans on our way over to the Nile hippopotamuses basking in the sun up ahead here. Now, the pink-backed pelicans are the ones that have those gray and white feathers there. Now, they do have a pink back. It's just covered by their wings there a lot of the times. So you're going to see the Nile hippopotamuses over there on the right-hand side, enjoying their time basking in the sun.
Look at the hippos. Hippopotamus.
Now, a lot of times they do like to stay submerged underneath the water, though, because it does make sure that they do not get overheated. So whenever they do come out to bask in the sun, once they get a little too warm from doing that, they will end up going right back into that water there to cool off again. Now they do sometimes also fall asleep underneath the water, which is totally fine because they can hold their breath for several minutes before they have to come up for a breath of air. There's a couple more basking in the sun over on the left-hand side there as well. Just make sure we are staying seated, my friends.
See that they're sleeping?
Yeah, there is one under the water.
Now, Nile hippopotamuses, they actually don't swim. They actually walk or run on the bottom of the water there. Now, if the water's a little bit too deep for them, they will end up going all the way down to the bottom of the water and then bouncing off and coming back up to the surface. So then they can continue moving on there. Now we're going to be heading out into the savannah here. Now in the savannah, it is a lot easier to see these animals because it is more flat and more open of an area. It's also a lot wider of an area as well. So these animals do like to use up all of that space out here. Now with it being a more flat and more open area, you are able to see all the way across here. So you are able to see animals that are way further out there than where we are right now. So if you see anything over there, don't worry, we will get closer to it as we make our way around. Now you are going to see the Hartman's Mountain zebras as well as a Maasai giraffe over there on the right hand side. Now Maasai giraffe, they are known to be the tallest land animals in the world. They can actually get up to 16 to 20 feet tall there.
Giraffe?
The giraffe?
Now the Hartman's Mountain zebras, each and every one of them have a different and unique stripe pattern. No two zebras are ever going to look exactly alike. Now those stripes might not look different to us, but it does look different to them because that's how they can tell each other apart.
Look at this guy.
Now you're also going to see the Ankole cattle here as well. Now the Ankole cattle, they're also known as the Watusi cattle because the Watusi tribe took care of them and raised them. We're also going to see the sable antelope over on the left-hand side as well. Now the sable antelope, they have those curved back horns that actually help them protect themselves from animals jumping on their backs. They're also the only antelope that will not run or hide from a fight, and they will stand their ground and protect their family no matter the cost. Now you're also going to see in the bushes there, that is the eland there. Now the elands, they are the largest antelope in the world. There is no antelope larger than them.
A giraffe. Giraffes can make sound.
Oh no.
A giraffe.
Now Maasai giraffe, they have a long prehensile tongue that helps them grab those leaves off the trees and off the bushes on the ground. Now having that long prehensile tongue is very helpful, especially since they're eating for approximately 22 hours a day.
Wow. That's a lot of eating.
Now, which that doesn't give them much time to sleep, so they do sleep for increments of 30 minutes. They do sleep standing up as well. But it does make sure that they're able to keep moving if they need to, or run away from anything if they need to, as well as quickly as they can.
Think about how long it takes for their food to hit their stomach because of the neck.
Now we're going to see a couple more animals up ahead here. We're going to see the wildebeest and the springbok over on the right-hand side here. Now the wildebeest are those darker colored ones over there up on the hill, and then you'll see the springboks behind the wildebeest over there, kind of laying on the ground all the way up on the top. Now springboks are the smallest antelope on the reserve. They will not get any bigger than they are right now.
Giraffe. Look at them. Look at the giraffe. Is it a giraffe? Is it a giraffe? Yeah. Giraffe? See a giraffe? Hey.